Hi everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I come to you with this cute little card. Isn't it adorable? This is using the Peekaboo Forest stamp set. I absolutely love this. I thought it was a fun little card, and I thought it could be for a manly card, a teenager, or a young boy that is having a birthday. So I thought this would be a really cute card. So I also brought in the tree. I never labeled this one, so I don't know the exact name, but I will try to put it on the screen. But it was the forest tree embossing folder. And then I also brought in Notes of Nature for the stamp set that says "This is all about you, happy birthday." So I brought that in. Now this Peekaboo Forest bundle does come with dies, and this is an online exclusive, and you can get this right now. So I just wanted to let you know that. So let's get started on this card. And before we get started, if you could like, comment, subscribe, share my video, that really helps me more than anything. So I'd really appreciate it. And so let's start with the card. I'm going to try to be able to keep the card right here, but I'm not guaranteeing that. So the first thing you need is a piece of basic white that is 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score it in the middle at 4 1/4. So I like to give it a really good press, because if you give your card a really good press, it helps keep it flat. So that is, if you didn't know that, that's a very good tip, so you can work on it better. So now we also have a piece of Pebble Path that is 5 1/4 by 4. And while I'm attaching this down to my base, I want to let you know that this is an in color. And the in colors will go out here. They will start going on the While Supplies Last list here in April, because in May, when the new catalog comes out, we will be receiving 5 new in colors, which will be in the catalog for 5 years. So if you have not, or if you have a favorite of any of the new in colors, which are Wild Wheat, Copper Clay, Boho Blue, and Moody Mauve, plus the Pebble Path, if you have a favorite or anything like that, I suggest you go on now before it even goes to the While Supplies Last and get any re-inkers or the blends or the markers or the paper. Anything that has those colors in it are going to be gone. So I just wanted to give you that little tip. So now we have a piece of Mossy Meadow, and this piece is 5 by 3 1/4, and we are going to run this through the die cutting machine. So we're going to take platform 2, and then we are going to take our embossing folder, and to tell which way is the top is there's this line and it says Stamping Up. That is the top, and then the one with the like little code and made and all that, that is the bottom. So I want this, as much of the paper covered with the image. So I put it right about there on the embossing pad. Then I'm going to put it onto, oops, I gotta move platform 2. I'm going to put it onto platform 1, and then I'm going to use the gray platform, which is 4, and then run it through your embossing machine. Okay. And it should look like this when you're done, which is absolutely lovely. I just love it. So next, I recommend using the Tombow liquid glue. Now this is Sweet Petunia's glue press. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with it in any way. I just like the press. I like how it squeezes out. It has a fine tip on it so that it gets gets glue out. They do have a thicker tip, And what I do is I just add my own Tombow glue to refill it because I love the Tombow glue. I think that it sticks well. It doesn't take long to adhere down or, you know, before it seals. The reason I like to use liquid glue on an embossing piece is because there's, one, if you use a tape runner, it can flatten it. And two, it just helps get into all the creases of it being embossed. So we have this piece done. Now we can set this aside for a minute, and we're going to take our piece of Whisper White, or white cardstock. I don't know what they're calling it. It's not Whisper White, it's Basic White. And we are going, this piece is 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to stamp all 3 of our little animals on there. And I'm stamping them in the Basic Black. I think these little critters are the cutest thing. Of course, I love any of the animal ones and stuff like that that Stampin' Up! Comes out with. I just absolutely love them. So maybe I'm a little partial to that, but I think they're adorable. And if you haven't watched some of my other videos, I have done some other things with these. I did like a little spinner card. I did this like waterfall, I called it, pop-up card. And I also did a couple different ones with the tree trunk where it's peeking out around the side of the tree. So I've done quite a few little images and, you know, different things with this set. So check that out. And I post them over on my Pinterest. No, not Pinterest. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it is Pinterest. I post them over on my Pinterest page. I don't know. Sometimes I get all confused with all the different apps and stuff that they have. So now I'm going to color these in. I'm going to tell you the blends that I used ahead of time, and then I am going to go ahead and just fast forward through the coloring. So I used ivory, and the ivory is for the little hedgehog nose and the bear's little muzzle there. And then I am using Pebble Path Light and Dark for the raccoon. And then I am going to use Pecan Pie Light for the bear. And then I am going to be using Smoky Slate. I color the raccoon, the whole body with the raccoon with the Smoky Slate. And then I am going to be using light and dark crumb cake for the little hedgehog. So let's get started. And now I'm going to get out the dies for these. All you need is the ones that the 3 animals need to be cut out of. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to get our platform 1, our platform 2, and our platform 3. And we're going to put this little strip on here like this. Now I like to use some Post-it note sticky tape. In the description box below there is a link to my Amazon to where I purchased this. And these can be a little tricky to line up, I have noticed. So I'm not saying that they're going to come out 100% straight and that I don't end up having to fix them in some way or form. But, you know, it's part of crafting and it's part of making your own card. And I don't know if you noticed when I was coloring, my Pecan Pie light pen just has not colored. I don't feel like I've colored a lot with it, but I feel like it's just not coloring up to par, so I'm going to have to order a new one of them. So now we're going to put the other platform 3 and we're going to run it through the embossing machine. Okay, and yep, that one shifted on me. So we'll have to do some fixing with that one. And I have an electric machine, so that could be a reason why it shifted. But it's very hard for me when I'm making lots of videos or doing lots of cards for classes and stuff to go and keep running it through the machine. So this one did shift quite a bit. Okay. So what we're going to do now to fix him is we're going to take our scissors and I'm just going to trim him so he doesn't have quite as much white, and then he'll be perfectly fine. Yeah. Now I may have to go back and add a little bit of color down at the bottom of these if they stick out, if I didn't get it down far enough. And the same thing with the hair here. When you're die cutting him out, I'm not really sure how far out I should go. So I just go out as far as I can, or that I think I need to, and then I come back and then I just go over this, like where the rest of the hair that should have been colored, but I just didn't go out far enough. So there we go. And the bear came out good, so for once we have one that came out really well. So now we're going to get this part ready. And so I'm going to take this Pebble Path cardstock measures 1 1/4 by 4 3/4 is that Pebble Path. Then the Wild Wheat is 1 by 4 1/4. And I have to tell you, Pebble Path is one of my favorites. And the Wild Wheat just has started to grow on me, and now it's being, and now it's getting ready to be let go. So these are a couple of the in colors that I'm using here, and they're great for manly cards. I wish a couple of these, like this one and the Pebble Path, they would actually keep in the regular line. Okay, so we have that. So now I'm going to attach this down right on there. And that was, if I didn't tell you, that was Pebble Path ink that I stamped the greeting in. And then I'm just going to try to leave equal parts. Not always perfect with this. All the way around it. And now what I did was I just stuck these on here like this to see if I needed to put them or color any more on them or anything. And I think they're all hiding pretty good. I think I colored down pretty far. I'm trying to make sure they're like evenly spread out too. There's these little hooks. It's already, when it die cuts it out for you. So you don't even have to like do that. So there they are. So then I flipped them over and I took some Stampin' Dimensionals and I put one right on each one of these where they attach on the back. And then I put one on each of their heads. Like that. And then I put a few of these like along the bottom here. and off here to the side. So I did that. And then we're going to take these off. And then we're going to bring our card base back in again. And we are going to attach this right here. Well, no, I went down a little bit farther. Good thing I looked up, because I wanted more trees to show. And I'm just going to stick that down. And now I'm going to get the gems that I used. I believe these gems are discontinued, but we will still use them. Here they are. They're right here. And I just used some of this, I don't know, there's 3 different tones in here, I guess. And this little package I have right here. And I used 3 of them. I used a larger one right here, and then a smaller one right there, and then another one right there. And that is what I did for this card. And I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. And like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye-bye.